evening, everyone. Our well today's group name will have a presentation of HRM 4481 about Bitcoin. Let's get started with next is stuffing strategy. And in stuffing strategy, we have process and outcome goal, planning and forecasting, sourcing and recruiting, selecting, acquiring, deploying, and the last is retaining. My name is Nguyễn Mike. So our team had totally 6 members in Văn Sơn.
Vietcombank officially now as the Vietnam dry stock commercial bank of foreign trade. In one of the country's main state-owned commercial bank, it was created as branch of the National Bank of Vietnam on April 1st, 1963, under the name Foreign Exchange Management Department. However, following a successful privatization, Porto it officially turned into the stock commercial bank on June 2, 2008 by using its first public share. The Vietcombank share stock cost in VCB when listed on the Ho Chi Minh City Stock Exchange.
Nguyễn Thị Thanh Huyền.
And about vision, Vietcombank is the not one bank in Vietnam, but it's the top 100 banks in Asia, one of the 300 largest financial and banking firms in the world, which is controlled by global best standards. After 2022, Vietcombank wants to maintain its position as the top bank in Vietnam and further strengthen its position throughout the region, making Vietcombank the region and the world leading economy to 2030 as part of its ambition. And about mission, in order to solidify its market dominance, Vietcombank has set a goal for the year 2030 by which time it hopes to rank among the top 1,000 largest publicly traded companies worldwide as well as among the top 100 banks in Asia and the top 300 global banking and financial groups.
Dương Minh Hiếu.
All right, so I'll talk about the comparative advantage. And the first thing is extensive branch network. And Vietcombank has a nationwide brand network, including in remote and isolated area. This helps Vietcombank approach and serve a wide range of customers, especially businesses and individuals across the country. And second is leading position in digital banking and finance. Vietcombank is among the top banks in digital banking service in Vietnam. And the third one is high quality staff. Vietcombank has a team of professional, experienced, and highly skilled staff in the banking and financial sectors. And the fourth is diversified financial support and services. Um, Vietcombank is capable of providing a wide range of financial services, including loans, savings, payments, remittance, and a financial solution for enterprises. And the fifth is prestige and strong brand. Vietcombank is considered as one of the most prestigious and reliable banks in Vietnam. This strong and prestigious brand helped to gain the trust of customer and partners. And the final one is the largest market capitalization. It's nearly 510,000 billion Vietnam dong in 2023. And the next is staffing strategy. Number one is process and outcome goal. The process and outcome goal of Vietcombank is increase the bank's charter capital by three different options. The first for the smart analysis for the specific is profit in 2020 and remaining profit in 2019 plus 18.1% charter capital. And secondly is accumulated profit in 2021 and until end of 2018, plus 50 58.4% charter capital and private insurance of 6.5% capital to foreign investors, and measurable achieve a charter capital increase of 18.1% and 58.4% and 6.5% respectively. The next criteria is attainable, approved by shareholders, state bank and Ministry of Finance, compliance with all regulatory requirements. The reasonable is improved financial services, supports business expansion and maintains market leadership. And the final criteria, this is time bound, complete the first capital raise within 1 month. And about the outcome goal, to achieve financial and market targets for the period of 2023 to 2028, such as a credit growth, total assets growth, and capital mobilization. And also have the smart analysis. The first is specific. Credit growth from 12% to 14% per year, and in total assets growth is 9 to 10% per year, and strengthening capital mobilization from 10 to 11% per year. And talk about the measurable, track and assess financial and market planning targets for 2023 to 2028. And attainable, based on the Vietcombank's predictions and plans to maintain the #1 position in Vietnam and achieve strategic goals. The reasonable is aligned with Vietcombank's overall goal of maintaining market leadership and contributing the sustainable development. And time-bound is the target set for 2023 to 2028, evaluating strategy, implementation, and business plan effectiveness. And we also analyze the SWOT model of Vietcombank. #1 is strength. Vietcombank is considered as the large asset with a high capitalization value. Is nearly 1.4 quadrillion, and it is the highest capitalization. And second is the recruitment method is diversified. The quality of recruitment is enhanced. And the next trend of Vietcombank is effective customer relationship management, high level of satisfaction, and training and development of professional knowledge, and are focused on promoting pioneer in the field of digitization, human resource management and development. And the final strength of Vietcombank is strong social activities. And talk about the weaknesses of Vietcombank. There's 2 weaknesses. It is Vietcombank has account security and safety issues. Personal information in 2016. The bank's information technology resources lack both human and machinery. And the opportunity of Vietcombank is the government facilitates strategic development for the banking industry and investment in innovation and R&D, which is research and development, and taking advantage of international business opportunities. And final opportunity of Vietcombank is serving small and medium enterprises. And there's also some threats of Vietcombank is increasing competition, credit risk, technological transformation, information security risks, and financial market risks, challenged from regulations and policies. So that's all my part, and the next part will present by my friend.
Okay, so I will present this part about planning and forecasting. So in 2023, the combined leader targets total access growth of 9% compared to 2022, credit growth of 12.8%, and it has outstanding loan of VND 51 trillion planned to be sold to a weak credit institution. About the market analyst, so the market analyst is to understand industry trend, economic condition, interest rate forecast, and current exchange rate forecast. It is make strategic decision and planning for future at the top of the rank. So you can see here that is the picture about the website of Vietcombank, which in top one in the rank. Moving to the labor demanding forecasting. So it's about the forecast labor demand based on business growth, expansion plan, seasonal variation, and technological advancement. And the labor supply forecasting is the access is internal labor market to understand the skills and capabilities of its current workforce, analyze the external labor market to identify potential talent pools and skill gaps. And the last is staffing planning. So it's address any talent shortages or surplus. The total number of employees of Vietcombank was 948 person in 2019. The technology and innovation planning. So initiative in applying flexibility, creativity, determination, and innovation in human resource management. The risk management planning. So Vietcombank is about the best risk management bank. And lastly is about strategic plannings. So Vietcombank is about bank achieve top 1 retail and top 2 wholesale. Next is about sourcing and recruiting.
The first in Vietcombank recruiting sourcing. The leadership of Vietcombank has always prioritized human resources development as a key to the bank's success. Vietcombank is actively implementing projects on human resources management and development till 2025, with the goal of becoming the leading bank in terms of human resources quality. A cornerstone for the effective implementation of Vietcombank development strategy to 2025 vision to 2030. Candidates apply to Vietcombank on the other hand are also cited with university and offer social seat at an institution. The first in copy website. You can see the website of Vietcombank in the slide. Vietcombank recruitment in an official website of Vietcombank where they usually advertise job openings. The primary purpose of Vietcombank offering their position on our website is to attract anyone who is interested in working for Vietcombank. Next. The second in affiliated with university and aware social used in an enterprise social responsibility with the desire to contribute to cause of education and training in country. Vietcombank always share and accompany the community health social security program and pay special attention to the education sector in addition on impressive performance in research. Every year, Vietcombank invests ability of doing on social security on education. The next, I will talk about the recommend recruiting. Some recommend I will recommend for Vietcombank in social media. For example, in Facebook, today technology has become an essential part of daily human life. Facebook as their main communication channel. At first, many people might think social media would be better suited for visual or sharing products. The second recommend in internal sources. It can be seen that the combined main human resources are recruiting from the outside, but it happens that when recruiting, it will take time to change human sources and get use the company environment. The next in my partner will talk about the selecting.
Ê, Hồng Quyên.
I will present about the selecting. The Vietcombank has its own policies and standards for selecting and assessing candidates. There are 3 rounds in the candidate selecting process. The round 1 is select applicant profile. Round 2 is test for the candidates. It's organized after the deadline for receiving candidate profile from 7 to 10 days. Round 3 is interview. In the process, depending on the actual situation, each round is usually from 7 to 14 days apart. The round 1, the select applicant profiles. The first round combined is the selection process is the selection of the candidate profile. This is the first round for the combined to select the candidate based on the regulation set forth by the bank. Candidates who meet the standard condition and have additional personal advantage will be priorities for selection. And after the candidate submit their application, the HR department screen it to ensure the application meet the job requirement. This can involve checking qualification, experience in any particular skill or expertise seen as beneficial for the role. Right from the first round in the selection process, this bank has quite high requirement for application with candidates. At this step, the recruitment department of enterprise field information and make a preliminary assessment of each candidate resume, thereby choosing to continue or terminate the selection process. Vietcombank only accept the application for the university graduate with the full-time or the inter-system from the university in accordance with Vietcombank regulation. Candidate need to attach supporting document in case there's no basis for assessment. Vietcombank can reject the application. Candidate only apply for one position at a branch in the concentrate recruitment round. Vietcombank has the right to select profile to invite outstanding candidate to participate in the recruitment round. The next round is the test for the candidates. Vietcombank exam is considered difficult even for the experienced candidates. The test round is done on the computer and the candidate can see their point right after they did the test. For most branches of Vietcombank, a test score 50 points will be a set score. Particular for the hot and top branches of Vietcombank, the score will be higher than the normal branches. Candidate need over 55 points to be able to enter the interview round. So this round had 2 parts, the professional test and the English test. The scoring rule, the professional test is about the knowledge and the IQ test. The expertise center around life insight and banking finance specialist knowledge. The English test, Vietcombank will evaluate candidate English ability in order to determine their work competence. The scoring rules for the exam are the total score count by 70% of the professional test and 30% of the English test. There's no regulation of paralysis score for each test. A candidate with a total score of 50 points will be entered into the interview round. So the last round is the interview round. After completing the selection process, through the first two rounds. The final round in the Vietcombank recruitment process, candidates are invited for face-to-face interview. During the interview, the focus mainly is on assessing the candidate communication skill, team working ability, problem-solving skill, and the other personal attribute. This round is to decide whether the candidate is selected or not. The most distinctive feature of Vietcombank is that there's an interview in English. Vietcombank attract great importance to candidate with good English skill. Depending on the candidate English level, there may be few questions. Normally, after interview about 2 weeks, the result will be available. Branch personnel will call advance to the successful candidate to report the result and the date to accept the job, and ask candidate if they can make the arrangement before sending an email. However, at the end of the year, at a time when the combined staff is quite busy, the result may take longer, about 1.5 months to report the result. The next part is about acquiring, will present by Lâm.
Thanks for the job in Vietcombank have changed in recent times. So they have Vietcombank have changed the way about the policy that they hire people, and they change the policy to hire people to attract more talented people, and also they expand that policy. They also hire people with experience, assistant in sales, associate and internship, and also they diversitize on the way that they sourcing this talented people, like promoting new like interviews, have online tests, and with that they also hire people with experience, so they can minimize the cost and the times to train and to make the system more effective. And over the year, also they have employee referral programs to encourage current employee to refer to qualified candidates to offer incentive or reward. Or in recent year, they also change the way they put out information, such as using website, pamphlet, and email in the way that is more friendly and familiar to the candidate. And they also have job descriptions describe the position of the job better. Active sourcings, like active sourcings, proactive identify potential candidates through talent sourcing techniques. For example, they go to like this seminar, they try to accept people with high skill in some case, and they also streamline application process to ensure the application and interview process is smooth and efficient. Also, now come to deployment. That will be presented by my friend Huyền.
I'm going to talk about deploying, how to recommend put employee in the right place with approach and strategy. First, it's important to analyze each job and describe the position in detail. Job analyze are basic for the administrator to understand and properly describe the job or the position that the business needs personnel, thereby selecting the right talent who can bring revenue to the company. And second, the assessment of employee skill, experience, and competition is essential to be able to evaluate employee capacity methodically and systematically. Managers first need to develop the most appropriate criterion for evaluating employee capacity. Besides working attitude, the working capacity of employee is also an equally important factor. The company recruitment information always recruit candidates to have a university degree or higher, a full-time system, and a major suitable for the vacancy position at public and private university in the country. In addition, determining that the company requirements must align with the employee goals and make always train and develop. Besides the technology factor, the human factor, high quality human resource play a particularly important role, and Vietcombank has focused on strongly renovating the training, fostering and developing human resource in the direction of attracting importance to the development of capacity and quality for employees, and at the same time paying attention to the development of human resource. And in addition, the company encourage employees to apply for positions that match their interests and abilities by posting internal vacancy. And it helps retain and develop talent employees, motivates the workforce by providing growth opportunities, save time and resource in the hiring process, and foster a positive work culture and employee loyalty. And quality important is conducting interviews and evaluation. When a suitable position is available, conduct interviews and assessment to determine if the candidate is a good fit for the position. We have HR obtain specific information about the candidate. And moreover, the feedback phase and discussion with employees are also considered important. And the next strategy phase is the probationary phase of the pilot project. For employer in general and their company in particular, their most important concern is people. This are always easy to find potential candidates, so they give many opportunities to discover candidate capability before officially accepting candidates into the corporate environment. At the same time, advising and supporting employees has become extremely essential in the operation of companies, regardless of size of which Vietcombank is no exception. Vietcombank early development methods, and although there are certain differences, and the importance of both coaching and mentoring here from the mentor to the coach for or mentor and the entire company. Monitoring and evaluation. Once employees are familiar with their new jobs, regularly monitor their performance and development. Closely monitoring employees help managers understand the performance of that individuals, thereby giving fair rewards or criticism to strengthen and develop employees more. The company offers the next strategy, which is flexibility and adaptability. Always ready to make change if it seems that the proposed location is not the most suitable. And succession planning is considered the ultimate strategy. The company uses succession plan to find and develop position internal candidates for future jobs with important role. Succession planning is about identifying top talent for key positions or senior leadership positions and preparing a plan for their advancement. And although it sounds simple, it's one of the most challenging process and so often neglected in the strategic goal of the business. And in conclusion, for a business to develop, it's necessary to have a strong professional and highly skilled human resource team. Therefore, recruitment plays an extremely important role in finding potential human resource for business. And it's important to continually examine staff needs as well as the training requirements of the organization and individual employees. Employees will be placed in the best positions to successfully contribute to the company's success. if the recruitment process is continually evaluated and improvement. And so next to retaining be presented by my friend Lâm.
Retaining the employees in the system, Vietcombank have a flexible compensation benefit, compensation and benefit. On average, the salary for them is like for $400 and to $500. If it's in a position, you can get to $750 to $1,000. So they also have benefits such as health insurance, unemployment insurance. They also nominee by alphabet and interest that one of the number ones in banking system in Vietnam that have the best place to work. So Vietcombank is always try to build a silver-like environments and professional environments, and the employees also have chance to development and grow and grows better in other banks, and they also in work-life balance, and Vietcombank is very supportive and promote work-life balance. Hardly we ever see that Vietcombank employees have to work overtimes, and they also have engagement activities such as like team buildings and travel away with the family, with the company, and transparent communications. Also, they prioritize employee well-being by providing access to wellness programs and other. They also, in some case, they also give lend money to the employees for their annual checkup. And this is the parts that end our presentation. If you have any question, you can ask us about this. And thank you for listening. And together is we for the better future. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everyone.